Hi everybody, thanks for joining Create with Dee. Today I'll show you how to make a 6x6 stationery set. What I'm going to show you is just the folder, and then you can decorate you can go ahead and create your own cards and envelopes. I'll also be showing how I got this effect here on the envelopes by using the Stationery. Perfect little project for perhaps a teacher's thank you, any little quick gift that you might need. You can throw this 6x6 stationery set together. So let's get started. The paper is from the new catalog, the 2013-14 catalog that'll be available May 31st. And I'm going to probably slaughter this name, but it's from the Quatre Fancy Suite. And what we want to do is, as you can see, first we'll take a 12x12 sheet of paper, fold it in half, unfold it, and then fold it in half in the other direction. And when we're done, you'll have 4 6x6 quadrants. You would want to use your bone folder to make nice crisp edges. Don't overplay designer paper with folding it a lot of times, because it will start to break down and actually rip the paper. So a little tip, don't overplay your designer series paper. What we want to do next is we're going to trim two of the quadrants in such a way that we make our little pocket flaps here. So we're going to take triangle wedges out of the two bottom corners here, and with a marker or a pencil, what I found is helpful is to first go ahead and make some, put a dot or put a mark where the two fold lines meet. Those are going to be our trim guides. Okay, so on the bottom quadrant here, we're going to do one on the left side, one on the bottom, and one on the right side. Now with our Stampin' Trimmer, the dots just make it easier for us to line it up. So I'm going to cut on the diagonal of the paper and trimming up where those fold lines meet on the dot to dot. Again, that just helps it see. It's kind of hard to see the fold line, so that's why I like to mark it. Okay, that looks pretty good. And, oops. If it starts to snag like mine just did there, stop and pick up your blade and come back and trim it. Otherwise, it'll snaggle it all the way through. That'll be just fine. And we'll go ahead and turn it. Let's get the other one here. And we'll line up the next dot to the edge. In fact, I'm going to kind of come on top of it here first and then come back. There we go. So when you're done, you're going to have two of the bottom wedges trimmed. Okay, so we just trimmed diagonally on the corners there and removed those. Another way to look at it is if you turn it this way, it kind of looks like a house. Then you know you have it the right way. And then it's simply a matter of folding up your bottom quadrants. Hooray! And there you have your pocket. Just take some Tombow and glue adhesive on the corner, or on the fold. So again, we'll take our Tombow, get it started, and just along those fold lines, we're going to put the Tombow. And the reason why we want to do it along the fold lines is that, we want to make sure that we keep the outer edges, the diagonal cut, open for our pockets. And that's all there is to make our little 6x6 folder, and then you're ready to tuck in some cards and some envelopes on either side and decorate it how you like. Okay, so that's the envelope itself. And then some of you had asked how I got the alignment here. Well, that's with our wonderful Stampin'-A-Jig. It allows for perfect alignment. So let's just go ahead and do that really quickly. So what we want to do first to use the Stampin'-A-Jig, a little bonus feature here, is you've got your stamped image and you take the plastic sleeve that comes with it and this little T-bar. Make sure that's nestled right up there in the corner, and it could be right or left-handed. You make sure that your block is lines right up in that corner, stamped straight down and up on the guide. So that's going to tell me how my stamp actually, the images line up. So now I can take it on my project, see where I want this one. Let's say I want this one to maybe trail off of the, maybe do a little diagonal on the front here. That would be kind of cool on the envelope, wouldn't it? Let's do that. So with my guide and my T-bar, I'm going to line up the image of how I'd like it to appear on my envelope. Remove the guide and straight down and up. So now I have it placed exactly where I would like it. This particular image here nests upon itself, meaning that if I kind of slightly offset it, I can get this really neat pattern. So that looks pretty good there. Line up my T-bar, remove the guide, straight down and straight up. Awesome! And that's how you can use the Stampin' Majig. All right, so that's how I got the envelopes to have the pattern on it and lining up perfectly, and how we made our little 6x6 stationery pocket. Hope you enjoyed the project, everybody. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.